Well, to start off, everybody, we are going to finish this guy finally today. And as you saw when I was painting last week live, that we had gotten him to a certain point. Well, the first thing you want to take out is the flash glitz yellow, and then from there, all you want to do is just paint over the eyes and kind of work it in over that Ushabi bone that we put, so that we can get those eyelids in there. But we don't want to take out the dark shade that was working its way around. So far we got the eyes squared away, but we've got quite a bit to do. So let's pull out the next color and see what we get. So the next thing that I decide to use is some Screaming Skull. And as you can see, this is just a nice layer. It's not too light, but it's just enough where we just get a little on there. We take a lot of it off with our paintbrush, and then we're just going to brush this over that wash that we have. Nice and easy. We're not going to worry about the teeth, but we do want to get those skulls in there. And then these skulls on the side. So we can get, so he stands out a little bit more. Now all of a sudden he's starting to come together a little bit. But we still got to work on this skin a bit. And some of these skulls on the other side here, that's what we want to do. We want to get those right there. Nice and easy. And this big skull up over here in this candle, all we're doing is just working that over the top very lightly. And you see now all of a sudden he's starting to stand out a little bit, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to lighten this skin up a little bit so this model really starts to pop out. So I'll be back with the next color. So the next thing is I took a color called Wild Brighter Red. Okay, and basically what we do is we just take it and we just very lightly work it over the tops of the muscles, not getting rid of the wash underneath. All we're trying to do is just very quickly just kind of highlight over the top so he's a little bit brighter, but not something that you're really going to notice on camera. Now you see how I'm working his knuckles there, and you can see that it kind of gives his hand a little bit more definition by just taking and dry brushing very easily over those knuckles, and just being careful not to get it anywhere else. Just making sure I got a good stiff brush here, and it's working over the top here, over the feet a little bit, and just getting the high points, using the brush, not going crazy with it. Inside of the thighs and the back of the neck here, and just the back of his ears without hitting the camera. Of course, I'm doing this one-handed, so there you go. And we're just taking our time, and the fun of it is that you guys are actually live too while watching this, because I'm actually taping this or streaming this live in a mishmash video. But that's the kind of fun. We promised that we said we'd get this done last week, and I wanted to make sure that we had a video going up tonight so you guys can see the end of this particular creature. So we're trying to get him done and a few other things done in just a little mishmash live stream that I'm doing on my channel. But as you can see, what we're doing, and the most important thing, is just making sure that that muscle texture is perfect. You see how we have the indentations there and how everything kind of works, and it gives him a nice bright look, because after all he is a chibi and we want him to have that chibi look. So the next thing that we're going to work on is we're going to finish the candles here, and then his teeth, and then just brighten up some of the metallics a little bit. So we'll go over that a little bit, and then we'll be pretty close to done on this guy. So why don't we just shut this off for now and we'll move on to the next color. So the first thing that I did is I took this color right here, which is an Auroric Armor Gold, and I just kind of went over all the gold areas. If you see how now all of a sudden they kind of stand out very nicely, and they're really kind of popping out there a little bit. And then on the sword there I did kind of the same thing. I just went over the edges. That's all I needed to do. Now for all the silver stuff, I took a Necron compound, and all I did was just very easily just pick out the high spots, like down the middle here, on the edges, over the swords a little bit. You see we got this little globe here that we kind of did, and then another spear over here, and just got that metallic that can really kind of pop out a bit. And now things are really coming together, and we probably just got about one more thing to do, I think, and that's try to get his teeth a little brighter, because hey, let's face it, he is a chibi demon and they do brush their teeth, I guess. So let's start working on that and see how that turns out. Okay, finally what we did is we took some white scar and we just did his teeth, and as you can see we tried to keep all the outline in there, and we tried to keep the space in between the gums, so that works out pretty well, and it gives him a little bit more of a fiercer look. The other thing that we did is we made sure that we got his lips done. We did, as you can see, there's a little, we took the Wild Rider Red and really outlined his lips so it has a little more of a gum feel to it. So that all kind of worked out pretty well, and by using that Wild Rider Red around the lips, it really worked out perfectly. Then we took a little screaming skull just for his horns on the bottom here, and as you can see, with the lighter skin and everything all finally painted up, I think he looks pretty good, a lot better than he did last week, and I think he's good enough ready to go when we play this this Saturday, which we're really looking forward to, where you guys could see on our channel that Janice and I are going to run through the entire campaign of Arcadia Quest, and we're going to be doing that for the next week or two, and I think we'll get that done. We're going to start with the first and second mission Saturday, maybe the third on Sunday, and we'll take it from there. But we're going to have all these baddies all painted up and ready to go. Got a couple more good guys to go, but nothing too serious. Then we'll work our way into the pets, and we're going to work backwards. We're going to do Beyond the Grave, then we're going to do the original Arcadia Quest, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the big bosses and the dragon and everything that we did over last week. And next week, I can promise you, next Thursday, we are going to be doing Warhammer Quest, the new one. We're going to start it Monday painting and getting all the base colors on, but I promise you this, come Thursday on the Dice Tower, you'll get to see some really cool things done. So that's it from me, and you really don't want to see me. I think you guys want to look at him, and that's it, and we'll see you next week on Painting with Rob.